This right here is a damned good book. This is Magickal Servitors by Damon Brand. Create your own spirits to attract pleasure, power, and prosperity. It's a quick read. I'll show you guys the size of the text. You could read this in a day easily if you really wanted to. I had this book years ago when it came out and somehow I lost it, so I recently obtained another copy of it on eBay for about $4. So before we continue, I just want to say, if you're wondering why my hands look all fucked up, this weekend I built a second chicken coop and the chicken wire that I used was very unforgiving, poked me in multiple spots, scratched me, and then I used some new soap that I bought, some natural soap, and it totally fucking made my hands all red and I look like a zombie right now. So with that being said, you guys, that's why my hands look like that. But again, this is a really, really good book. This is a really great place or a book if you're kind of new to magic. This is a great book to read because it'll teach you the power of your own thoughts and the power of your own mind. If you look at the back, we'll read a little bit from the synopsis of what this book is about. It says, Magickal Servitors. Magic is used to attract money, love, and luck, but it can also be used to inspire artists, to encourage loyalty and passion, to increase popularity and fame, or to repel attacks. Magic can make people see you in a new light, protect you, end bad luck, open new opportunities, and direct change in whatever way you want. If you have a need, it can be served through magic. With servitor magic, you create a spirit yourself using your mind, heart, and soul to serve your deepest needs. This is the most personal magic imaginable, and it can reward you with extreme pleasure, the power to create change, and the ability to attract prosperity in all areas of your life. Everything that could be said about servitors has been said until now. Servitor magic has been around for a very long time, but it became popular in the last half century or so. There are countless chaos magic books and free websites that will tell you how to create a servitor. There are a small number of variations on a theme, but the essence of these sources is the same. Magickal Servitors contains 2 major secrets discovered by the Gallery of Magic, which are embedded within the fabric of this process. This magic is designed to be accessible to beginners as well as experienced occultists. If you are new to magic, all you need is an open mind and the willingness to work with the techniques as instructed. You will be pleasantly surprised by the way the world yields to the touch of magic. I really love that phrase. Let's repeat that one more time. You will be pleasantly surprised by the way the world yields to the touch of magic. And that's really what you're doing with magic, you guys. You're bending reality to your will. Acclaimed author Damon Brand says, with the secrets of practical magic, you can create your life according to your true will. There is no higher magic than the magic that brings results. Isn't that the truth, guys? If your magic is not bringing you results, you need to revise your magic. You need to do more experimentation. You need to do more research. I would also strongly suggest that if you're new to magic, and even if you're an advanced practitioner, I would suggest looking through my archive. I have many videos on the subject of magic and everything that you really need to know to get started. Everything you need to obtain a solid foundation with magical practice you can find in my videos. I like to take magic, which is an often overly complicated subject, and I like to break it down to its most subatomic parts and teach magic in a very common sense way, which is something that many people don't do. They try to make it way more complicated than it actually is. This book presents a system for creating servitors that will enable you to craft a conscious spirit that will act on your behalf, manipulating matter, time, and the patterns of reality to bring the results that you desire. So essentially, a servitor is a spirit that the magician creates through his or her own will and heart energy and mind. And a servitor, as a spirit, can be used for pretty much anything in life. You can create a servitor to help you bring more abundance into your life. You can create a servitor to help you find real love. You can create a servitor to help you with verbal fluency or to help you write a book. It does not matter. Regardless of what you need help with, a servitor can be created to help you with whatever it is you need help with. You can also create what's known as a companion servitor. John Kreiter has a really great book called How to Create a Companion Servitor. I might be mistitling that title, but I think it's called How to Create a Servitor Companion. I'll put links to that book as well as this book in the description box below. John Kreiter's got 2 really good books on servitors. I suggest that you read Damon Brand's book, the one you're seeing on the screen right now, Magickal Servitors. And I also suggest that you read John Kreiter's book, how to create a companion servitor, and I cannot remember what the name of his other book is. The link's in the description box below. It's a black book with a red sphere on the front. I've read all of them. The 3 books that I just listed will have everything that you need to get started with creating servitors. This is a very fascinating branch of the magical arts, and again, not to be repetitive, but it's a great introduction to magic for people who don't know where to start. I would suggest reading the 3 books that I just mentioned, and in tandem with reading those, I would suggest that you begin doing the 4 magical inner exercises that we talk about often on this channel. They are the inner temple exercise, the thoughtlessness exercise, the motionlessness exercise, and the full body relaxation exercise. Again, the full body relaxation exercise, the motionlessness exercise, the thoughtlessness exercise, and the inner temple exercise. Those 4 exercises, if you do them or utilize them, will benefit you in ways that I cannot even begin to explain. In order to get results from magic, you've got to put the work in, you guys. And magic is largely the science of the mind. So by doing the 4 exercises that I just listed, you will begin to tap into the power of your own mind and refine the qualities of your mind. So anyways, you guys, I give this a 10 out of 10. And I just dropped the book in the neighbor's backyard. Oh well, it's going to sit there for a minute, you guys. Really great book, very cheap. And for $11, you can get the book new. You can find it cheaper on eBay, but with eBay, typically shipping takes a lot longer. I would suggest just buying it new on Amazon Prime, and that way you can get it in 2 days. You can read it in a day or 2, and then start creating your own servitors, you guys. I give that book, again, a 10 out of 10. It's got everything that you need to not only get started, but to become proficient in the creation of your own spirits. John Kreiter's book, How to Create a Servitor Companion, there's nothing like that. I've never found a book that actually talks about creating a companion servitor, which is typically not a servitor that you create to help you like attract abundance into your life. A companion servitor is a spirit that you create for companionship. It can give you advice. It can help you solve problems. It can help you with like personal issues, things of that nature. It can give you advice in seconds. And these are spirits that you create and birth and gestate through your own thoughts. So Damon Brand's book, Magickal Servitors, one of the things that I find most unique about it, and one of the reasons why I suggest it so much, is that he put a very, very strong emphasis on the creation process of the servitor, where he actually walks you through a envisioning process and a birthing process, where you're actually giving birth to the spirit and bringing it into the material realm. So I'm not going to explain the process. I'd like you guys to read the book, but this is an invaluable book that you should have in your archive, in your occult book collection. You can get it in e-format. Hell, you can even find it for free online, but I suggest buying the book. That way you support the author. And if you buy it in physical format, not e-format, you'll always have it on your shelf. I'm not a big fan of ebooks. I will buy ebooks when that's the only way I can actually obtain a specific book. But 99% of the time, you guys, when I can get a physical copy of the book, I do. It's usually only $5 or $6 more depending on the book. And yeah, I'm just not a big fan of e-materials, especially when it comes to books. I find that I don't retain information as well when I read a book in e-format. I find that I retain information way better in physical format. And you know, even though nowadays with the like Kindle and the Nook, the like e-readers, you can highlight stuff. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. Anytime you need to go to a page, it can take significant amounts of time to sift through all the digital pages, etc. Physical media is the way to go, you guys. I'm always going to be that way. But again, pick the book out, 10 out of 10. In my opinion, it's Damon Brand's best work. I've read a handful of his materials, but that book, Magickal Servitors, is my favorite. Until next time, you guys, may peace be with you all.